in that test match at Edgbaston next week. KL Rahul was opening through the series last year. He is not with the India team that has come to England due to a groin strain that he sustained.
The key India openers in the game, and he plays forward to that one, guides it down to Sam Evans. Down the slope he comes and bowls outside off stump, moves further away, leave and
blocked off the outer part of the bat, and they'll come through for a single as it squirts past backward point. In fact, two penultimate ball of the over, again just defended off the outer part of the bat and again steered past backward point. Fine of him. And the second over of this tour match, a little bit of a leading edge there from Rohit Sharma. It was full, he tried to work it through.
Burst before delivering outside off stump, driven calmly away beautifully by Shubman Gill out to the cover boundary. Bat was quite a long way from his body, but he trusts and bowls again and again, slightly outside. Evans.
As Davis is in, this is tucked off the hip, and that'll be his second boundary. No one at square leg, and that races away to the fence where it's picked up by a member of the Davis is in to Shubman Gill, who blocks back to the bowl. There is no run. Gill on 9. Rohit.
In goes Bumrah and bowls full on off stump, calmly driven away out to extra cover for 4. No chance for Pujara, though he did dive away to his right. It was more of a gesture really than a meet.
Faces up to Davis. He pushes at this one a little bit opened quite recently, as this is flicked gloriously by Shubman Gill through mid-wicket. It was a full half volley from Davis on middle and leg stump, but it was clipped gorgeously away, and by the time the
Bumrah and bowls thick outside edge, and he's going to pick up 4. I think it's going to go down the slope all the way. It went low. He played it with soft hands, so it wasn't in, and bowls and driven most pleasantly by Gill back past him. He stuck out a left foot, but it was no more than a gesture. Again, didn't try and overhit it. No great follow through, but
a weight from Shubman Gill, and they might be in business here. The keeper is in fact Rishabh Pant. It's a good delivery from Davis. Gill just not quite sure whether to cut or leave or defend. Phenomenal first class record for Andhra and Hyderabad. He's going to Professor Ashwin after all. This is turned nicely by Vihari off the hip. They'll come through for 1. It'll just pavilion end. That was a beautiful shot from Rohit Sharma. Not quite as well timed as he might have liked, but off the back foot, a cut shot. It will be just a...
Down the slope he comes and bowls to Rohit, who...
This tour game, that one's risen past the outside edge. Rishabh Pant slamming it down with a bit more authority. This one is comfortably left by... That was not a tie delivery, but it's met very authoritatively off the back foot by Rohit Sharma. He didn't quite time the one that went through point. That one goes through cover for 4. Rohit Sharma's most authoritative shot for the last. Davis will look to try and remedy what he did.
As Krishna is in, bowl short, pulled in the air. Oh, almost got a hand to it there. I think Walker may even have got a hand to it. It was just pulled away off the back foot. And Rohit didn't manage to keep it down, and Walker
wants to score.
Krishna is in, bowls to him, straighter this time. He's more comfortable. All sorts of food and drink available at the ground.
Journalism. Short and pulled off the top edge. Is that going to land in the hands of mid-wicket? It is. Abhidin Sakande had to go back towards the mid-wicket boundary, but made up the ground comfortably. Virat Kohli, as has been much documented, the formats.
Krishna is in, bowls to him, thick inside edge as that one drifts towards Milton leg. He defends it, and Walker lets it go through his legs. Somehow it moves Krishna and bowls. Again, slightly short of a length. Kohli stays on the back, delivery on off stump, back down.
Right length on this wicket. That is full, that is driven, and that is out. Hanuma Vihari not getting a full stride into that drive.
In the crease again, wasn't he, Vihari? And he bowls to Iyer, who drives and misses. And is it taken? It is out. He's gone. He has got the edge, and Krishna has a deserved wicket. It was a very faint edge, might even, given that Pant looked to take it to him. He leaves outside off stump. Pant has to dive miles and can't get there on this occasion. First and second slip scoreboard here. In goes Krishna, bowls down the leg side, flicked on its way. No, looked, he did flick at it, Kohli, but again,
Ravindra Jadeja now, who pushes at this, and it squirts off the outer part of the bat well wide of third slip, and that's the first boundary for Ravindra Jadeja, the first boundary for some time, but not in full control. And of the innings is clipped in the air, but well into the gap between mid-wicket and mid-on. I'm not sure if that's going to run away to the fence. A chase from just...
And bowls to Kohli, who's driving pleasantly. Thick outside part of the bat, along the ground all the way behind point, down to wide third man for 4, but I would...
Profitable with Sakande as Walker's in, and that's beautifully driven down the ground by Ravindra Jadeja. The most authoritative shot for a good hour of this tour game, punched firmly down the ground, offside of the stumps at the non-strikers. Covers as Walker's in, strikes Jadeja on the pad, and it's given. And it's kept low from back of a length. It's come in. I think that little bit of movement in meant that that ball pitched in line and was hitting. Say few are, but a very decent player has. Davis is in. That's nicely played by Kohli, getting forward to it, and it's half fielded by Evans at backward point. He's been very.
He is in, bowls to Kohli down the leg side. Again, it takes off a little bit, but nicely taken by Pant. Sakande is in and bowling again full, this time straighter, and it's clipped by Kohli, but only as far
of the first session of the tour game, and that's beautifully driven by Kara, a little bit over pitch by Will, and it's driven with a breaker through 4. That will take up to